Hello, my name is Kayla Whitechurch and welcome to my SCI102 digital presentation. This video will explore the science content area of astronomy with specific focus on tides. Tides are the periodic motion of the Earth's oceans and inlets which rise and fall usually twice a lunar day due to the attractive forces of the Moon and Sun upon the Earth's rotation. The principal factors involved in creating the tides on Earth are the gravitational interactions of the Earth, Moon and Sun. The Moon, however, is the main tide-generating body and the most influential component affecting tides due to it simply being closer to the Earth than the Sun. The Moon exerts about a 2.2 times more force on the Earth's tides than the Sun does. The Earth and Moon exert a gravitational pull on one another. Just like there is a gravitational force on the Earth which pulls the Earth's features towards its centre, there is a gravitational force on the Moon which, similarly, pulls the Earth's objects towards the Moon. Because the oceans are a large body of fluid, they can literally gravitate towards the Moon, and this is the factor which creates tides. The gravitational attraction between the Earth and Moon is the strongest on the side of the Earth that happens to be facing the Moon, simply because it is closer. The near side of the Earth feels about a 6% stronger pull than the far side. This effect is called differential gravity. The attraction causes the water on the near side of the Earth to be pulled towards the Moon, causing a bulge of water. This creates a high tide which sees the water level rise or increase. On the far side of the Earth, another high tide is created because the Earth itself is also pulled, however with less gravity, towards the Moon. The water bulge on the far side of the Earth is caused by the Moon pulling the Earth away from the water on that side. On the opposite sides of the Earth, that are at right angles to the Moon, a low tide is created where the water retreats or reduces. This is because the water is stretched or pushed towards the other two halves of the Earth in correspondence to compensate for the rising tides. Because the Earth and the Moon are constantly moving, there is a periodic movement and cycle between high and low tides. As the Moon orbits Earth and the planet rotates, the high tides or bulges stay aligned with the Moon. As the Earth rotates through two tidal bulges every lunar day, coastal areas experience 2 high tides and 2 low tides every 24 hours and 50 minutes. High tides occur 12 hours and 25 minutes apart, which sees a 6-hour and 12-minute tidal change where the waters go from a high to low or low to high tide. The Sun also exerts an influence on tides, however, as stated, it is less pronounced than the Moon because it is a considerably greater distance away from the Earth, being over 380 times further away from the Earth than the Moon. When the Sun and Moon are in alignment, the Sun enhances the Moon's gravitational pull and consequently the tidal effect, creating higher than normal high tides and lower than normal low tides. These tides are called spring tides, which occur on a new moon or full moon. When the Sun and Moon are at right angles to one another, the Sun diminishes the gravitational pull of the Moon. Here, lower than normal high tides and higher than normal low tides occur, producing a more moderate tide, as the gravitational effects of the Sun and Moon somewhat counteract each other. These tides are known as neap tides and occur on the first quarter and third quarter moons, which are also known as half moons. During each lunar month, 2 sets of spring tides and 2 sets of neap tides occur. There are a lot of other factors that influence tides, for example locational factors, but this is a simplified explanation of how tides are created. Thank you for listening.